Hi everybody! Are you ready to dive into the secret sauce of how millionaires think and why they're rolling in dough while the rest of us are still figuring out how to keep our plants alive? Welcome to the psychology of wealth, how millionaires think differently. Buckle up, because we're about to take a fun journey into the minds of the rich, poor, and everyone in between. First things first, let's talk about money. Some people have it, some don't. Some have mastered it, while others still chase after it like a cat chasing a laser point. But here's a kicker. The difference between being rich, poor, or somewhere in between isn't just about the number of zeros in your bank account. It's all about how you think about money. Yep. That's all in your head. Imagine you're standing at a crossroads and bam! There is an accident. 4 different people see it from 4 different angles. Do they all see the same thing? No. Each has their version of the story because their perspective is different. It's the same with money. Your financial mindset, whether you're living paycheck to paycheck or lounging on a yacht, depends on your perspective. So what's your angle? Are you a hedge or a notch? No, I'm not speaking in code. Hedge stands for have a job, and this person believes that the only way to make money is to trade their own precious time for dollars. Time is money, they say, but newsflash, time is more valuable than money because you can't get more time. Once it's gone for good. Then we have OJ, short for own a job. These guys think they've escaped 9-to-5 grind by starting their own business. But here's the catch. They're often the only employee working longer hours than ever. They think they're entrepreneurs, but they're just glorified freelancers with no time to enjoy life. The real magic happens when you're creating a system that works for you even when you're not working. Think about passive income, baby. Next, the compound effect. Let's talk about everyone's favorite investing grandpa, Warren Buffett. This guy isn't just good at investing, he's great because he started young and stuck with it. He didn't just dip his toe in the water, he dove headfirst and then stayed there. Imagine you start with $100. On the first day, you earn 1% interest, which is $1. Now your total is $101. On the second day, you earn 1% on $101, which is approximately $1.01, bringing you a total to $102.01. In fact, after 1 year with daily compounding, your investment would grow to approximately more than $3,700. In summary, the compounding effect demonstrates that the longer you let your investment grow, the more pronounced the impact becomes, as you continually earn returns on your principal and the previously accumulated interest. It's like a snowball effect, where your investment grows faster and faster over time. Buffett started investing seriously at the age of 10. By 30, he was already a millionaire. But the real kicker? Most of his wealth, over $80 billion, came after he hit his mid-60s. That's the power of compounding over a long period. So what's the lesson here? Start early, be consistent, and let the time do heavy lifting. It's like planting a tree. The best time to do it was 20 years ago, but the second best time is now. Let's get scientific. Have you ever wondered why you feel so good when you accomplish something, even if it's as tiny as crossing an item off your to-do list? That's dopamine. It's the brain's way of giving you a high five. But here's the cool part. Dopamine isn't just for big wins. It also kicks in when you hit small milestones. Successful people know that and they use it to their advantage. They don't just set a scary goal like become a millionaire. They break it down into smaller, manageable steps and celebrate each one. This keeps you motivated and focused even when the going gets tough. Think of it as a game. The more little wins you rack up, the more dopamine you get and the more motivated you are to keep going. It's like leveling up your life. So whether you're saving your first $1,000 or paying off that last bit of debt, celebrate those wins. They're the stepping stone of your bigger goals. Now let's get real. Money isn't just about numbers or spreadsheets. It's about emotions, ego, and sometimes drama. We all make financial decisions based on our personal experience and beliefs. For example, some people think the purpose of money is to pay bills and buy stuff. Others see it as a tool to make more money. Some believe money's primary role is to create and maintain good credit, so they can buy more stuff on credit. Spoiler alert, those are middle class. So what's the right way to think about money? There isn't a one-size-fits-all answer, but here's a good rule of thumbs. Think long term. This brings us to the concept of the hedonic treadmill. It's like this. Every time you achieve the financial goal, you set a new one. You never feel delighted because there's always something bigger and better to chase. It's like climbing a ladder that never ends. The trick is to know when to step off that treadmill and find contentment in what you have. Wealth isn't just about having a fancy car or a big house, it's about financial freedom and peace of mind. Remember, wealth isn't just about having a lot of money, it's about control over your time and life. Alright, let's get into some practical tips. Here are 7 psychological tricks that rich people use to get richer and how you can start using them today. First of all, don't trust yourself. Even the most disciplined people can be tempted to spend. That's why automatic deductions are lifesavers. Set it up so a portion of your paycheck goes straight into savings or investments. Out of sight, out of mind, and into the wealth-building machine. The second, sleep on big purchases. Thinking about buying a new gadget or a fancy car? Sleep on it. Giving yourself a night to think it over can often make the difference between an impulsive spending or a thoughtful decision. The third one, use cash. Ever notice how it hurts a little more to spend cash than to swipe a card? That's because handing over physical money makes the transaction more real. If you're trying to cut your spending, leave the card at home and stick to cash. The fourth, calculate costs in hours. This one's a game changer. Instead of thinking about money, think about time. If you make $20 an hour, that $100 pair of shoes isn't just money, it's 5 hours of your life. Is it worth it? This trick helps you value both your money and your time. The fifth, the stranger test. Before buying something, imagine a stranger offering you the item or a cash equivalent. Which would you rather have? Often the cash is more appealing, helping you avoid impulsive buys. Bonus trick. Believe in yourself. Last but not least, let's talk about self-belief. One of the most significant differences between the rich and everyone else is the belief that they deserve to be rich. This isn't about entitlement, it's about confidence. If you don't believe you can achieve financial success, you're already setting yourself up for failure. Steven Siebold, author of How Rich People Think, studied hundreds of self-made millionaires and found that they all shared one thing in common: a strong belief in their ability to create wealth. They don't see money as something out of reach or reserved for a lucky few. They see it as a right if they are willing to provide value to others. So before implementing these psychological tricks, ensure you're aligned with your goals. Just believe that you can live that rich lifestyle you dream about and then take actions to make it happen. And then you have it. The psychology of wealth isn't some mystical secret. It's a mindset and a set of habits anyone can adopt. Whether making small choices, visualizing your future, or simply believing in yourself, these principles can set you on the path to financial success. Watch our previous video. Start small, stay consistent, and remember, wealth isn't just about money, it's about journey and freedom it brings. Subscribe and keep hustling, stay smart, and until next time!